Chris Brown had yet another run-in with the law. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office has charged the 24-year-old with hit and run and driving without a license yesterday. The two misdemeanor charges stem from a minor accident last month. The singer took to Twitter denying details of the crash, tweeting, "It's not a hit and run. If you get out of the car, exchange information." He added, "I have a valid driver's license and I gave the woman the right info. She saw cameras and wanted to make a scene." He's currently on felony probation and could get up to 1 year in the slammer. And
could be the case.
It seems, though, I mean, he keeps having issues with the law, and
well, yes.
Maybe he needs to take a step out of the spotlight. Well, Broadway will dim its lights tonight for film and stage actor James Gandolfini, who passed away in Rome last week. Gandolfini, who was best known for his role as Tony Soprano in the HBO series The Sopranos, starred in several Broadway plays and was nominated for a Tony Award for his role in God of Carnage. The Broadway marquees will dim for 1 minute at 8 p.m. sharp. It's a nice gesture.
Yes.
I think.
Definitely is.
A very shocking death.
I didn't realize he was on Broadway.
I didn't either. I didn't either. Personal items belonging to the most famous White House intern in American political history are now up for sale to the highest bidder. A size extra large black negligee once owned by Monica Lewinsky is among Lewinsky's personal effects on the auction block this week. She was at the center of the federal investigation, in case you forgot, in the 1990s over her affair with then-President Bill Clinton. The items on the auction block, mostly clothing and letters, were given to federal prosecutor Kenneth Starr by another married man Lewinsky was allegedly involved with at the time. But one thing you won't find is the infamous blue dress Lewinsky was allegedly wearing during one of her famous encounters with Clinton. The sellers expect to make as much as $50,000 from the 32 items up for bid.
But she doesn't make the money?
I guess not. It's not sounding like it, but it sounds like Monica Lewinsky just needs to stay away from married men, you know.
Maybe she does. I don't know.
Yeah, if you ask Zach, you should spend your money on other things.
I agree with Zach. I think so, too.
Halle Berry is looking for a little celebrity justice. Here you can see the movie star entering a California courtroom yesterday. She was showing her support for a bill that would penalize paparazzi who harass the children of celebrities. The first time a photographer or reporter is found guilty, the penalty could be up to 6 months in jail and a fine, or even both. The fines and jail time would increase with each conviction. The bill cleared through the committee later in the day. And Halle Berry she's pregnant now.
I would say that's probably why, because she's thinking about the future of her child.
Well, and she has Nala, who's, I want to say, like 4 or 5, and she's had some run-ins with her dropping her off at school and stuff, so she's very much for penalties in that case.
Those poor paparazzis. They're just out to get them, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Well, the controversy surrounding celebrity chef Paula Deen is apparently great for book sales. Advance orders for Paula Deen's new cookbook have surged since the Food Network and Smithfield Foods fired her for using a racial slur years ago. 66-year-old Deen, whose cooking empire includes books, cookware, restaurants, and TV shows, is said to be worth $10 million. While those book sales are soaring, she is having to do some damage control there.
She is. Officially, she's already a success. And even though it's negative press right now, press is press, and it sounds like it's not taking that success away from her. It's actually just helping.
Yeah, people do say as long as somebody's talking about you, it's a good thing.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with her. TMZ reports that a source close to new parents Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have revealed the true inspiration behind their much reported on baby name Northwest. An insider says the pun is more inspirational than directional and is meant to represent new heights. Apparently, the couple also believes North is their highest point together as a couple and that she represents a kind of North Star for them. I don't know what's going to happen when they have a second baby.
That is very deep. Yeah, you're going to be able to... How can you put that much thought into your baby name twice?
Yeah. If that's the highest point, I don't know what happens for baby number 2.
Northwest. It's very directional. to me.
Very different, very different. Well, before the house guests arrive at the Big Brother house for the new season, the hosts of The Talk will stay there to compete against each other. One will even be evicted. The results will be broadcast on today's episode of the show. The new Big Brother starts for real tonight.
Do you watch this?
I don't.
I don't either.
Christopher, our producer, loves it.
We should get him out here and see what we could get his opinion on this.
Get a rundown maybe
tomorrow.
I
don't feel qualified to talk about the show since I don't watch it, but I have watched it. Like I've watched an episode of it when it first started.
Yeah.
And it didn't hook me.